Hi, welcome everybody. I'm Tony Varela. You're watching Comic TV. This here's Yogi Yokes. We're going to tell you about all the newest comics and hottest variants for January 9th, 2019. And if you stay tuned until the end, you'll get to see Yogi's pick of the week. So we had a big fat comic day. Lots of new comics coming in. Although my comic shop is missing a few. They didn't get Punisher. They didn't get Man Without Fear #1, Domino. They didn't get Rags 3. They didn't get God of War. And but they did manage to give me most of my most sought after variants. So shame on Diamond. You guys are always having hiccups with your damaged books and your books not arriving on time. Get with the program. Pretty much got a monopoly. Does Diamond, so we're stuck with it. But this is the John Wick. My comic store ordered another one for me. I like the one so much. That's the #4 variant. That's from Lindemann and Associates. Greg Pak's doing the writing, and Matt Gaudio is doing the art on that book. Really nice looking stuff inside, and this is movie content, so this stuff is canon. So if you're getting this book, you're getting treated to some nice art. So. #2 of a new title that started from Image. This is Prodigy. This is the Charest variant cover. Really like that cover. I got 2 of them, and that's written by Matt Millar, and Albuquerque is doing the writing on it. And that first book really hooked me, so I hope you're getting that one. Definitely a new title to jump onto because that's been optioned for a movie. From DC, we got Batman #62. Tom King's still doing the writing on that, but we got a guest artist this month. That's Mitch Gerads. Really unusual art in that. Not my normal cup of tea, but good stuff anyway. Story looks crazy and unusual. I'd heard it was a 1-parter, but it looks like it's a cliffhanger, so maybe it's a 2-parter. And also I hope you're on Detective because it's gearing up for its 1000th issue, so I'm sure there'll be some big goings on with that book. By the way, there is a Frank Miller variant to that. That was something my comic shop didn't get, but I got 2 of them ordered, so I'll be able to show you them soon enough. This is strictly a cover by. I'm not a huge Green Arrow fan, but this Arthur Adams cover, I couldn't pass it up. Kelly and Lanzig are doing the writing on that, and Fernandez is doing the art inside. But beautiful cover, but probably my favorite cover of the week. I think Yogi liked this one too, hint hint. This is the Harley Quinn Tedesco cover. These are already going for about 25 bucks on eBay. I definitely ordered a couple of them in advance. I think I might have another one coming online as well. And I think a buddy of mine ordered me one too. So Humphreys is doing the writing, and John Timms is doing the art on that. And that's a new artist for that title. I think Amanda Connor was doing it before, and it's not really my style or tone that I like for that book. So Batman's making an appearance in that book, so I recommend that you pick it up. But boom, I hooked it up. Because I ordered these in advance, my comic shop gave them to me at cover price. But the one on the wall was 10 bucks, which was still a bargain. So if you order these books in advance, you've got a lot better opportunity of getting them at cover price or on the cheap. So big ups to Darkside Comics for not scalping me too hard on that. This is Justice League 15. There's a variant cover that I wasn't able to get, but Snyder and Chung are doing the writing on that, and the art is done by Segovia and Morales. Variant cover looked pretty nice on that, but that one's not too shabby either. Speaking of great covers, this is one of my pick of the weeks. This is the Josh Middleton cover of the Martian Manhunter #2 limited series. So Steve Orlando is doing the writing, and Riley Rossmo is doing the art inside. Not my usual type of art that I like, but after reading the book, they really go together nice, and a lot of crazy stuff happening in that book. That one, and another title I didn't get this week by mistake was Green Lantern. Morrison's doing the writing on that, and the previous artist for Wonder Woman, I can't recall his name, but his art has really come along. So if you're not picking that book up, I recommend you do, even though I gave a poor example by not getting it myself. I did get this new Avengers book. This is Avengers #12. There's a variant cover, a Phil Noto cover that I've ordered, so you'll get to see that one eventually. But Jason Aaron's doing the writing on that, and Ed McGuinness is doing the art inside. Not a huge McGuinness fan on this title. If you look at his panels, feel like he's just trying to fill up every square inch. Every panel is a close-up. Good artist, but just not digging it. Black Order number 2. No, wait, that's number 3. No, that's number 3. Derek Landry is doing the writing on that, and that's of course Philip Tan. And he's doing the cover on that as well as the interiors. And there was I think it's a John Paul Christopher variant cover on that, but I bypassed that one for the Tan cover. If you're not familiar with Philip Tan, he's awesome. If you've ever read Stephen Platt, art similar style. And Stephen Platt doesn't draw anymore. And I wonder how long Philip Tan will only be doing, until Philip Tan will only be doing covers. This is another Miss Marvel #1. I feel like they're trying to cram that title down our throats. I'm looking forward to the movie, but I've never been a big fan of the Miss Marvel title, at least not since she wore the black thigh-high boots, baby. Woo! Woo! Anyway, that's Kelly Thompson doing the writing on that, and Carmen Carnero is doing the art inside, and it doesn't look too bad. The movie variant cover, I think it ran me $10, but if you can get a hold of the Jay Anacleto covers, they are really, really nice. Speaking of nice covers, and this is Man Without Fear. This is the #1. I think they held them back last week. My comic shop didn't get them, but while I was trying to recoup the variants that my shop didn't have, I went to another shop and was able to pick up that #1, and that is the Kyle Hotz regular cover. So that Man Without Fear is written by Jed MacKay, and this one's written by Danilo Beyruth, and as I said, that's the Kyle Hotz cover, and I'll mention him again later on in the show. And this is the #2, and that's a Kyle Hotz as well. Same writer, but Stefano Landini is doing the writing inside. So that's a limited series leading up to the next restart of the Daredevil series. So I'm looking forward to that one. Marvel released some new cover images in the back of that book, and they look sick. All right. So that's Domino #10. Gail Simone's been doing the writing on that title, and Baldione has been doing the art inside. He's got a little help. It looks like he did half the book, and a couple of other artists did the rest. But I love Baldione's art, or Gail Simone's writing and the art inside. So that title's been a big surprise for me. And that's the Gang Hyuk Lim cover. He's been doing those covers, and they're almost as nice as In Hyuk Lee. That is the Jango Fett, Origin of Boba Fett, I think it is. That's strictly a cover buy for me, but the art's pretty decent inside. Jody Hauser's doing the writing, and Luke Ross is doing the pencils inside, so I couldn't pass up a regular price In Hyuk Lee cover. I got Punisher #6. That is Matthew Rosenberg doing the writing on that, loving his stuff, and Simon Kudransky's art is awesome. I don't know if his art is so much better because of the colorist that he uses, because I picked up a Venom movie variant, and he did the art inside of that one, and if that had been my first exposure to his art, I would not have been a fan. This is Miles Morales #2. This is the 1 in 25 variant. This one's going for about $35 on eBay. But Saladin Ahmed is doing the writing on that, and the first one was okay. It was a little preachy, but the Javier Garrón art inside is freaking excellent. So that variant, I didn't love it. I don't know why it's so hot on the eBay right now, but I'm glad I picked it up. My comic shop, I think, charged me $20 for it. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man #1. This is kind of a good surprise there. The art inside is Juan Cabal. He was doing the X-23 series. I wish he was still doing the X-23 series, but really clean art inside. And there's a few variants on that I wasn't able to get, but I do have ordered. The Art Germ variant, as well as the Gamer variant. Excuse me. We got Thor #9. This is the Phil Noto variant. Jason Aaron's been doing the writing inside, doing a great job. And Mike Del Mundo is doing the art, which I liked his stuff on Elektra, as I've mentioned, but I'm not digging that one as much. But a lot of big stuff going on. Blade's getting reintroduced to the title, so I'm glad to see him back. And this is the Venom variant I mentioned that Kudransky does the art inside. This is the movie variant, I guess you got if you ordered your tickets through Fandango or whatever. Big title coming up. I mentioned Kyle Hotz earlier doing the Man Without Fear covers. Well, he does the interiors on this book, and Stegman is doing the writing. Stegman was doing the art, or is doing the art on the regular Venom title. And Kyle Hotz's art inside, It might be better than Stegman's, maybe. It's sick. It's really good. Some big stuff going on with Knull the Symbiote God. There's some Carnage in there. I got that cover, and I also got the Stegman cover. That was the Bradshaw. This is the Stegman. And there's a Clayton Crane cover that looks really nice, but those exclusive trade dress variants, they don't often increase in value, so I try to stick with the regular and the ratio variants. This is X23. This is last month was the new X Assassin, so it looks like it might be a cool character, and it kind of gives you a little more in-depth on that character as well. And that does it for today. But I will tell you, I also got in the mail this week. That is a Sing variant of the Phoenix #2, that series that they had. And I like his art because it reminds me of Milo Manara. If you're not familiar with him, I recommend you get familiar with him. He used to do adult magazines and stuff like that, but he occasionally does covers for Marvel, and they're all really expensive. But Yogi liked one cover, and it's super hot. We love us some Tedesco, and we definitely like Harley Quinn, don't we? Woo! Yeah, you did it! So, thanks for joining us. I hope you like and subscribe and tell your friends, tell your kids, tell your wives. Whoosh! Got another new Comic Wednesday in the book. Join us next Wednesday, and we got tons of new hot variants coming out, and I'm going to show you them all. Hopefully I'll show you some books that I was able to recoup that came out this week as well. Thanks for joining us.